experts and everyone else watching. We are the Empowerment Designers. My name is Amar, and my team members consist of Arya, Hannah, and Hai Ling. We are graduate students at the University of Toronto studying user experience design. Today, we will be covering our project called the Friendly Kiosk. Our presentation has 6 parts. The problem we are addressing is hidden homelessness within youths. More specifically, we are trying to increase access to services for youth females 12 through 17 years old experiencing homelessness in Toronto. We know that 1 out of 7 of individuals experiencing homelessness are youth and children. Our targeted users have difficulty finding resources and reaching out to organizations.
So through our primary research, we found that every 1 out of 7 homeless individual is identified as children or youth, with contributing factors such as struggles with mental health, substance abuse, familial conflict, physical, emotional, sexual abuse, and sex trafficking. After speaking with some mentors working within the community, we gathered some important points to be mindful of while generating our design and found that youth involved in human trafficking may not want to be identified, or solutions and services should be as easily accessible as possible. And finally, well-intended services are equally able to bring harm to users, even if unintentional. This can be damaging to their self-identity and contribute greatly to feelings of being outcasted by their community. We found that these different factors partaking within the youth's life have made it difficult for them to seek and reach out to services, even knowing they are available to them. We started off wanting to design an application for a user group that would showcase different services and organizations currently available in the market. And then we felt it would be more important to determine where users were most concentrated within, for example, Toronto. Our solution in this case was to then connect different organizations that are currently working with the homeless community so that they would, 1, know which areas to target and go to, and 2, know what services would be most helpful to users. Building off of these 2 proposed ideas, we came to our final proposed solution, our Friendly Kiosk. Our kiosk aims to offer users the locations of different types of services they may need, being spread throughout the whole city of Toronto, ideally having one at every single subway station. Through the interactions of the kiosks, we propose to make a web-based site that will allow organizations and community groups access to the different concentrated areas of the homeless population within the city and also display which services are needed the most.
This brings us to our persona, Sarah, a 15-year-old youth experiencing homelessness. As a youth experiencing homelessness, she deserves to have a sense of community and belonging and get access to the basic necessities. However, as someone whose opportunities has been limited, Sarah experiences multiple hurdles in her daily life. Now let's do a quick scenario of what Sarah's life looks like. She's alone and she needs basic necessities. She knows that there is a specific location where people who have limited access get basic necessities like hygiene products and food. But then as she arrives, she realizes that there is not enough supply, and Sarah feels confused and does not know where to go. So how will our solution be of help to youths like Sarah?
I'm gonna first show our ideation and design process towards our solution. Our proposed site map includes the services and the structure that will be available on the kiosk, such as the hygiene services, medical assistance, food and shelter resources, as well as the job opportunities. This site map outlines the user flow from the main menu to the detailed information of each service. We started with a lo-fi prototype of this kiosk, which shows the landing page and the nearby services page with a map on the kiosk. We also sketched a lo-fi prototype of the web page for the charities and organizations who want to connect and update information for the kiosk. After receiving feedback from lean evaluation, we started to build our mid-fi prototype, which includes a landing page with 6 categories and also an example of how the hygiene service will work. The user can click on the service itself or the icon on the map to see some details about this service, such as the address, open time, or if it's women only. In the mid-fi prototype of the web page, we include a heat map showing areas where people have the most necessity. This will help the organizations to better understand where they need to focus on to ensure that we're providing services and resources to those who need them the most.
So, what are the biggest takeaways from this challenge? As a group, we learn a lot about homelessness. We learn how it is such a complex issue and that we are just a small piece of the bigger picture. We learned that every user group also has its own needs and wants, and hopefully, from this challenge, we hope that our solution can help contribute to the greater cause. Thank you. We are Team Empowerment Designers.